2023 marks Toluca Lake's 100th anniversary. The very rich history of this community is filled with residents and businesses that have made Toluca Lake their home throughout the last 100 years. Warner Brothers and Disney Studios are also celebrating their centennial anniversary, as did NBC Universal most recently, all within close proximity to Toluca Lake, making our community a perfect neighborhood for industry residents who have starred in, worked on, and supported television and movie industry. Notable Toluca Lake residents such as Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, Amelia Earhart, W.C. Fields, Julie Andrews, who was filming Mary Poppins at the time, Roy E. Disney, and Gary Marshall, to name a few, all lived and spent time enjoying our charming community. Toluca Lake is special in Los Angeles, as it has retained its small town feel in a very large city as a walkable neighborhood and charming village. Toluca Lake's unique qualities include a lake, a golf club, a beautiful theater, a tennis and fitness club, Trader Joe's, a post office, great restaurants and shops, all within walking distance. It also has the benefit of several organizations that work together to help create a safe, clean, and caring community, including the Homeowners Association. Let's hear it for the homeowners. The Chamber of Commerce. The Garden Club. Greater Toluca Lake Neighborhood Council. And Toluca Lake's Beautification Partners. Each plays its role together and separately to contribute to our community and support one another in each endeavor. We have also enjoyed close relationships with our council member, Paul Krikorian, former Assemblyman Adrin Nazarian, and our resident honorary mayor, Fritz Coleman, who always supports our efforts to improve this community. As my family and I have been residents of Toluca Lake for over 30 years, I still feel like a newbie, as there are residents that have lived here well over 50 years and are proud to share their stories and time. I wear resident of Toluca Lake like a badge of honor and am proud to live in this beautiful and caring city where I raised my family and volunteer my time. A special thanks to all the sponsors, families, foundations, businesses, and stakeholders who made this all possible. Your names will adorn Riverside Drive in commemoration of our community's centennial over the next 12 months. At this time, I would like to welcome our honorary mayor, Fritz Coleman.
Hi, everybody. If you're looking for important corners in Southern California, you would have Hollywood and Vine, and then Toluca and Riverside Drive to have this event. Thank you so much for coming. How about a round of applause for Robyn, who did such a great job. I've been the honorary mayor of this community for 26 years. And the longevity is because people forgot I was the honorary mayor. They said, he's still on the books for some reason. So there's no political power involved in that job. I can't even get a parking ticket fixed around here. But I just love my interaction with the people who care so passionately about Toluca Lake, the beautification program, the members of the chamber, the garden club. It's just wonderful to see. It's sort of an old world passion about a neighborhood, and it really makes it easy to become involved. And I'm so happy to be here today. And we got all the banners up. Our name on our banner is misspelled, but we're taking care of that. And I have some prepared remarks here. There's several people we would like to thank to make this banner program a success. Thank you to all of our generous sponsors for your support and vision of how we can impact our community. It's 147 banners that line Riverside Drive, over 2.5 miles, through 2 cities, which includes our friends and neighbors in Burbank. So we're making Burbank look better, truthfully. They were designed by a local resident and owner of Meat and Potatoes, Todd. Where's Todd? Good job, my friend. Beautiful, very skilled artist and a great contributor to this process. Todd stepped in to create the beautiful Centennial logo and banner design, which will be displayed proudly for 1 year in our community. Thank you for your creativity, Todd. You're very gifted, and you've captured the spirit of our community. We'd also like to acknowledge Andy Gold of Gold Metropolitan Media, the banner company owner and friend to our community who worked, is he here?
His son is graduating NYU, so he's
Oh,
here.
excuse me. So this is the day when he stops writing huge checks and he's celebrating the graduation. Good for him. Anyway, we congratulate him and we appreciate his participation. He produced all the banners and installed them. Thank you to the small but mighty TL100 committee that started this amazing grassroots effort to create the banners to celebrate our centennial. It consists of Ruby Bowen Lascano, Shannon Hartman, and Robyn Allyn. They're the triumvirate that pretty much runs this community. This vision came together to celebrate not only the anniversary of Toluca Lake's founding, but also to include and acknowledge its stakeholders, legacy residents, and businesses that make our community special. And by legacy residents, we mean people over 70, such as myself. Their tenacity and persistence made it possible. Toluca Lake Beautification Partners was brought in to help navigate the financial aspects of the project, as well as offer its nonprofit status to enable individuals and businesses the ability to donate their sponsorship and get a tax benefit. A huge thank you to Natalie Bloxham. I remember driving by her house in the middle of the night, depositing a check in her mailbox, and her security agent came running out and said, "What are you doing here?" She's the Toluca Lake Beautification Partners treasurer, and she did a great job. We'd also like to acknowledge Ryan Altoon, who is chair of Toluca Lake Beautification Partners. Where's Ryan? Ryan's on his way. You know, a lot of people with excuses of not participating tonight, but anyway, we love him and we appreciate his work with the TL100 committee and turning it into a legacy gift for our community. TLBP will reinvest the sponsorship funds raised and put it back into our community. Red Maple owners, Brian Viskoski and Jim Orozco, for jumping in as soon as they opened their doors in their new location. Brian and Jim are here, and I think one of the two would love to make some remarks. Brian is going to make some remarks to welcome himself. Anybody that does chicken and waffles has great credibility with my family. Brian, congratulations on your beautiful facility. I know it's hugely successful.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. My business partner is in there making sure that everything's ready as soon as the speeches are over and you get to dine on some delicious food. You'll see some favorites that are on our menu currently and some other things that we've put out there. We look forward to you enjoying all that in just a few minutes, unless Fritz is going to talk for another hour. So a couple things. First, we are truly honored to finally make our way into Toluca Lake. We used to be Toluca Lake adjacent, as I like to call it, right here in the heart of Toluca Lake. And for many of you that have lived in the area, you already know this. For all the newbies that have moved in since 1988, what was on this property for many years up until 1988 was the TikTok Toluca. And we are unveiling tonight. So when you go inside, you'll see right behind our host stand one of the original cuckoo clocks that hung inside the Toluca Lake location until it closed in 1988. And if you make your way down the hallway toward the restrooms, you'll see some other things that we've collected over the last couple months while we were moving in here, including an ashtray, some unstruck matches, some postcards. You could smoke, by the way, back in the days of restaurants. There's also an original menu. That one came, we did not secure an original for this location, but we secured one from the Hollywood location. Back in the day, in 1945 August, you could get a full meal for $1.10. Can you believe that? I guess inflation. I also want to say, I know he's already done it, and I know you've given a round of applause, but to be honest with you, I know what it takes to put these things together. So to Robyn, to Ruby, to Shannon, to Todd, honestly, thank you. I mean, we owe this all to them. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Congratulations on a great business. What an addition to the neighborhood, Brian. Excellent job. And I'd like the man in the pink jacket to step forward, if you would, because by vote of the participants, you've won the costume award. Come on up here. That is really beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the concierge at Mar-a-Lago. What is your name, sir? Don't make a speech, just tell me your name.
I am Brian's father,
I just wanted to recognize the fact that you are a stylish human being, and thank you. And you've raised a great son, and congratulations. And I hope he keeps you in a style to which you are accustomed from the Wealth Hill Garner here at Red Maple. And I want to thank Colby Jensen from Paul Corrie's office. Boy, Paul has just been wonderful, and he turns out next year. And but he has been unbelievable. And he asked me to talk a little bit about the future of Toluca Lake. You know, we have the new market going in up here, and across the street from Discovery Shop down to Sotheby's National Realty is going to be the new Nordstrom. And then farther down the street, we're going to have the overpass train that's going to go along Riverside Drive. And it'll be a couple more years. Who else do I have to recognize? God, everybody here has been recognized, Robyn. Oh, now it's my great pleasure to welcome former Assembly member and resident of Toluca Lake and a person very well thought of in these parts, Adrien Nazarian. Where's Adrien? Is he here? There he is. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Thank you very much. Oh, don't go away. I'm not going to be long. Surprise! I didn't know I was going to say a few words, but thank you for the opportunity, as always, for having me included in your program. It's wonderful to be here. My wife is here, so I want to acknowledge her, since during the 10 years that I was in office, she hardly was able to join me at events. Diana, raise your hand. She's the backbone of the house, and she's the reason why I've been able to do what I've been doing for the past 10 years. And I'm not just saying that to look good. I'm saying that because it takes a lot of sacrifice, and it takes a village to be able to do some of the public work that we're honored to and blessed to do, and I owe it to her. So that's one. Two, you know what? Since we're starting to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Toluca Lake, I have a surprise that I was able to put together in my last few weeks of office back in November of last year, since I knew I wasn't going to be in office when we're celebrating the 100th anniversary. So I wanted to at least, why don't you pick it up? I'm going to be presenting that the 100th anniversary to Toluca Lake District, that's how the state of California recognized it, at another event, at an appropriate event. You tell me, Robyn, when to do it, but thank you for the opportunity to represent during this time, and look forward to the celebration coming ahead in the months ahead. Thank you.
Thank you for your great attitude about this beautiful community. We appreciate it. And now for his State of the Community address, I'd like to invite Toluca Lake and Toluca Lake Beautification Partners member Jason Friedman to address the masses. Jason?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Friedman. I'm on the executive committee for the Toluca Lake Beautification Partners. If you don't know what the Beautification Partners is, we are a local nonprofit that was started back in 2015 after a generous grant from NBC Universal. We have representation from the Garden Club, the HOA, the GTLNC, and the Chamber of Commerce. And we've been able to do some pretty exciting projects over the past 7 years. We put together or built a raised vegetable garden at Toluca Lake Elementary. We did some median improvement projects on Riverside. And we had the first private-public partnership with Caltrans to do over an acre of improvements at the Cahuenga on and off ramp at the 134. But the thing that I'm most excited about that we're currently working on is our streetscape project. Now, if you don't know what streetscape is, it's everything from building face on one side of the street to the building face on the other side of the street, and everything in between. That includes the lights, the trash cans, the benches, the crosswalks, the bulb outs, everything in between the building face on one side to the building face on the other side. And because of the success of this banner program, we're now able to finally get started with some of those improvements. So I'm really excited about that. And I just want to thank everybody that purchased a banner, everybody that supported this program. I want to thank Robyn and Ruby and Todd and Shannon for all of the work that you put in on this. And especially I would like to thank Brian and Jim from Red Maple for hosting this awesome event tonight. So thank you so much. So at this time I would like to call the people up for the ribbon, to cut the ribbon. So Robyn and Colby.
Colby, Eric, is Eric still here? Leslie, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Leslie.
Hold on, where's Jeff Daniel?
He was here. I saw him.
Jeff Daniel?
Principal Jeff Daniel.
Is Principal Daniels here?
Daniel?
Check inside. Check inside. He's here. I see him running.
Ruby, Shannon, Shannon Callard.
Oh, they called you.
Adrian. Yeah, please. I don't want to. Todd, we need you. You want to?
Give Fritz the mic. Give Fritz the mic.
Got some help.
Is Jeff here?
Okay, if any of these names sound familiar, you're welcome to the ribbon cutting. Robyn and Shannon Hartman and Ruby Bowen Lascano and Adrien Nazarian and Shannon Caland and Don St. Clair, Leslie Gores, Eric Garcia, Jason Friedman, Colby Jensen, Todd, Brian, and Jim.
You can't expect me to remember it.
Stop yelling at me for
Please. So I want you guys to all know that the people you're looking at right here are the heads of all the organizations in Toluca Lake. And without these people,
Sorry,
Brian,
I just heard that I had to come back out.
Microphone.
we would never get anything done. I mean, there's a lot of great volunteers. Wait! NBC Universal, get up here!
The mic, Rob. Come on, Darnell. Get up here, bro.
Without these people behind me, this community would not look the way that it does. And it is getting better, I promise. We are celebrating our 100th anniversary, and we are going to make this an amazing community. We're all working together. Everybody's really come together as a team. I've never seen anything like this unless you live maybe in Carmel with Clint Eastwood as your mayor. But this is amazing that this is going on in this giant city, that we have this small town feel. So thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you that donated to put a banner on this boulevard, because without the help of you, all of your support, we would not be the team that we are. So thank you so much. All right, I bought these from Amazon. They're supposed to cut.
We did a test of it. Right, that's all good.
Yeah, everybody grab the ribbon.
Never ever lose. I don't know. I don't know if I can watch the ribbon.
All right. Let me take a longer photo.
All right.
Okay, ready, everyone?